We're going to space.
Whole hullabaloo about you, man, and this mess you got going.
I would take an axe to a couple people's heads. I mean, I would go barbarian.
To a couple robots?
No, to maybe
really...
like a town, like Oblivion style.
Whoa, no, you just...
Sir, we're talking about robots.
Scabies is a that's also a staple of white culture.
Y'all some nasty niggas, bro.
Like
Is that white culture?
I believe
Y'all can
scabies,
keep that
It's
shit.
dirty.
But the black people, they smoke the weed and they get too relaxed.
I'm not getting taken down by no British cops.
Is this true, Don Juice? Is this true? You know the foreign affairs. Is this true?
It's propaganda. Just saying.
Do you remember that tranny at Edgewater named Juice?
I do remember Juice.
Colby?
That motherfucker was
prostituted.
That nigga was hollering at me on MySpace.
Well, he prostituted.
I know.
For money.
He got arrested
He's a
for
private
it too.
dancer.
In Miami.
I'm a private dancer.
That motherfucker's real name was Kobe Yandel.
A dancer for money.
That motherfucker sent me a message on MySpace talking about I want to suck you off. I was like, oh.
Oh no.
I was like, I'm not gonna respond back to this.
I don't know if I like the tone of your voice.
I don't think you're supposed to just off top approach people like that.
No.
Dude, that was top tier tranny in the sense like he didn't care that he was ratchet.
The first time I ever seen Juice, it was during summer school. And I was like, okay, maybe it is a chick. But then everybody, my homeboy Ricky and these other dudes like, bro, that's a man. I'm like, how you know that's a man? And they're like, because we was talking shit, and then that bitch turned around and had a deep ass voice talking about who's the fucking man. It was like, oh shit. I'm like, for real? And then next thing you know, everybody's like, bro, that's a man.
But her female voice was like, hey.
It was too deep.
Yeah.
And then everybody started, somebody.
But why can't a female have a deep?
No,
this is, his name is Colby.
Kobe Yandel.
And
then Eric, Tim
booked
Grade,
in DOC as a male.
and then Tim Grade.
We saw Juice.
Tim Grade, somebody posted up around the school, like these posters, these wanted posters of Juice. When
I was in for my freshman year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back. That would have been chewed off a campus these days.
Can't do that no more. Yeah.
Yeah, no transphobia.
They tore him down, but niggas thought that shit was funny. Like, we had CSI Edgewater, and that was literally the joke of one of the episodes. Like, they went into the bathroom, and they're like, you can't be in here, this is a girl's bathroom. And they were like, oh, I'm Juice, bitch.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It was Big Harry, you remember Big Harry?
Yeah. Oh, no, Big Harry with the fucking house.
Yeah, Big
that
Harry.
Party house.
He was at CD's party. I'm like, oh
was
shit,
he?
Big Harry, yeah.
Holy shit. He used to walk around with a bottle of Crown Royal at like high school parties. Like, that's an expensive bottle of fucking liquor. Why are you so violent? Why are you...
Man, you missed out, bro. You missed out on all the good Edgewater dudes.
I was there
Yeah,
for
You went to lame
baby.
Edgewater when they rebuilt the
a
shit.
year and a half.
Yeah, and they
I
didn't
was
have
at
shit.
the old campus
I was selling
and
beans.
the new campus.
I was selling beans to your seniors. Both years.
All I'm going to say is at least I got to see both campuses.
And so, I mean...
Both of them.
Why would I want to be trapped inside of a prison?
No, the new one was nice.
I am
mean,
salty
at least
about that.
it was new.
Were you
when
able
I
to
got
skip?
it.
Weren't there administrators at the doors? Or near
I
the
don't
doors?
think they were at the...
Security guards at the door. That one
I
security
didn't
guard that
start-
ran
well,
over a student.
I personally...
You missed the security guards running over students. You missed the winter break riot.
I remember that.
I left.
I left too. I left.
Because they weren't. The white kids were calling their parents on their iPhones, and the school was telling the parents that we weren't on lockdown. You couldn't take your kid.
We couldn't leave.
You were not allowed to take your child.
I called my dad. I'm like, Dad, come get me. We can't get out of class.
I just walked away. I just walked. Dr. Joseph's because I skipped most times, and Dr. Joseph's would be like coming out. You didn't have Dr. Joseph. She would crutch after you.
Oh my god, that was scary too. Did you hear him?
She'll roll up on you like, oh shit.
I was.
She broke her leg.
Yeah, because before she would just like cruise
Walk
up on you.
Yeah.
She was actually she was a good woman. She was a nice.
She didn't find Dick in a Box very funny.
She didn't find Dick. She was very conservative. She thought these little girls were sluts.
That skirt is very short. Go to the office. Real with a quickness. Go to the
Oh
office.
my fucking god.
She would get the guys on
She
their
can do put your pants up.
Yeah, and not only on the fucking 4-finger rule on their tank top, she would get men on the tank top. She was real deal about it. She would get little sluts and little gangbangers.
Yeah.
Listen,
She
first
was
of
not
all,
with that shit. So why do you keep pointing fake guns at me?
I'm so sorry. It's not my fault.
You know not to wear that fucking skirt at school. You're in school. You're not in the club.
I'm
Don't
not
wear no short ass skirt.
I'm not talking about.
The,
I have
the strap
long
thing
legs.
was stupid though.
I have long
That
legs.
one don't really make
no,
sense.
the fingertip rule
And the
saying it
fingertip
has to
rule
go to
is
that's
very
bullshit, bro. I
subjective as
have
well.
long arms.
But
that's
I think
fair.
it should have been like a
The skirt rule makes sense.
It should have been.
It wasn't skirts. It was shorts.
Not shirt,
That shorts.
It was shorts and skirts.
That
It was
I always
anything
got
that
in
came
trouble
up
for,
past
like,
your fingertips,
always.
past your middle fingertip.
Skirt I can understand.
I think
Mind
what
you,
they
I
should have
wear-
done was
I'll
pulled
give
a
it a
ruler
skirt.
out and had like
Yeah.
from your hip
She
bone.
whipped that shit out, yeah.
Did she?
Yeah, she had. She
Oh,
whipped-
no.
She knew. She knew if that skirt. She could spot it from a distance. That skirt too short.
Well, hello, friends, fiends.
Don't wear
Everybody in
short
between.
skirts.
We can throw some silence in at the end. And, okay, I guess not right now at all. Zav is holding me hostage right now. She has the Fortnite Nerf gun pulled on me, which is a real thing. They've got the Fortnite.
We're just starting. We're just.
Yeah. It's we had that was a cold open.
What?
I almost fucked up and put this fucking wax in my face. This shit hot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me get some.
Oh shit.
So we over here. We had a Valentine's Day yesterday. Personally, I don't really care for Valentine's Day. I know it's a very made up holiday to sell cards and candies and things like that. But I had a good one regardless, and I celebrated love. And for all you guys listening, I hope you're celebrating love. But if you're not, I hope you had a good.
At least
night
love yourself.
They don't have to. Just I hope.
No, they do.
I mean, I hope they do, but I don't think they have to.
No.
They can just masturbate like the rest of us, and
No, they have
a
to
good
love
time.
themselves.
No, masturbation's way better when you don't love
usually
yourself.
when you're masturbating on Valentine's Day, you are not loving yourself at that very
But
moment.
maybe you do.
And if you do, more power to you. But I personally don't hope that you are sitting in your bed thinking about how great you are while masturbating. I don't think that's good. to
Can
do
I
on
say?
Valentine's
Can I
Day.
say
a
something?
lot of people
Please.
actually do that, though.
That's sick.
There's something I
That's-
saw. It wasn't on Valentine's
I know
Day.
people like that.
But it was in reference to something I seen on Instagram. Somebody that I followed because of what's that bitch name? The Thongaria bitch.
Yeah.
She posted
Thought
something
Gorilla?
that I
No,
was,
Thon.
you know, the
Thon.
Thought Gorilla. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. She shared the name of that. But nah,
not funny.
She posted something that, you know what? Listen, it
Shout
takes a
her out.
lot.
What's
It
her
takes-
handle exactly? Thought.
Say her name. What's her name? What's
Her real name is Zoe.
not her real name.
What is her
Fucking
handle? What's her
handle.
Instagram handle? Let's plug this bitch.
Thongaria?
There you go, Thongaria. So what happened was, you know what? It takes a lot for me to get like disturbed.
Triggered.
Well, not even triggered, just disturbed. But she posted this photo where like it's like she was on like she had like she was laying on her back and like her legs were in the air and like she had like a butt plug in.
Oh, I saw
And had
that
like
one.
a champagne glass and like she was pouring the champagne.
Oh, I've seen that
That was
exact
wine.
wine before.
It was wine.
Wine.
You could buy that at Fair Villa for
Yeah,
like
and she was
15
pouring the
bucks.
wine from the cup,
Silicone
and it was
and
like
plastic.
some weird type of
No, okay, so like, what if instead of pouring the wine into the asshole cup, she was pouring wine into a cup from her asshole?
But the thing was, it was already in the cup. She was pouring the contents of the cup from the cup
To her mouth, which
to her
That's
mouth.
fine.
but from that distance, it was bound to get spilled everywhere.
But that's
I don't think
also,
it would
like,
actually make it into her
Did
mouth.
she not make it?
It was just a photo, so I don't know.
Who took the photo? How do you take a
She
photo
tagged
like
the
that?
person who took the photo. I don't know.
It's like, imagine being the
How do you
person.
propose to somebody that you're
that
gonna?
guy probably drank the wine out of her asshole.
Like, it takes a lot to make me like.
It was a girl, I think.
Because I wasn't uncomfortable. I was just very weirded out. Like, this is a little strange.
Well, they got butt plugs for everything, man. They got butt plugs that'll electrocute you. Like,
I don't think it was in her butt.
It was in her butt. She said it was in her butt.
I think it wasn't.
No, it was
I'm
a
gonna
butt
pull it
plug.
up.
You can't stick. It was a butt plug. She said it was a butt plug.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Let me pull it up.
So, a big thing I've noticed when I've gone to these sex shops is there's a big rise in the butt plugs that have tails attached to them.
Yes.
And how
you feel about that? I'm 50-50 with it. Like, I kind of want to know what it is. Like, not for me.
Wait, what?
Not for me.
wait,
Not for me.
wait,
Okay,
explain your
told
position.
you.
Elaborate.
Told you.
Not for me.
First
Wait,
of all,
wait. Let's. Oh, wait, that picture is.
It
wait,
says
show me
me.
that.
Hold on, I'm gonna read you the caption.
No. I saw a glimpse of that. Are you telling me that's not a butt plug? I saw a
Isn't
rainbow coming
me-
out of an asshole.
Me trying to pour wine into my mouth from a glass that's attached to a plug in my pussy.
Oh,
Show me the
who
photo.
puts a plug?
Not ass.
I mean,
But
okay.
is
Yeah,
it a
because from
butt
the ass,
plug that's-
it would have been going the other direction.
But
Okay,
it's censored, first of all.
His Instagram get shut down about that, bro. You can't.
No, you won't.
Well,
Yes.
can't-
Well, you won't get shut
can't
down, but it'll get deleted.
Don't delete that. You can't be extra aggressive with sexuality on there, bro. You can't just stick shit in your
Hunani.
Well, if you do,
orifices,
you gotta
Okay,
put a
so
rainbow or something.
with this, right? So I've seen like.
I see shit now.
That's not a good way to start that sentence, but let's do it. So I've seen videos where like girls suck cum out of their own asshole with enough bendy straws, right? We were talking about doing butt cocaine like that earlier, and just earlier today, before you got here, yeah, we're talking about blowing
Should
cocaine
we
up our own
send out
assholes.
that what is it? The disclaimer, the FiendFix disclaimer.
FiendFix.
Views expressed on
Whoa.
FiendCast are not directly attached to anybody on the panel at FiendCast, even if they say that that's their opinion.
Terrible.
I mean, if you're gonna do,
So I've seen girls do the reverse of what I've talked about with the cocaine. Like instead of blowing the white substance into their ass, they're sucking it from their ass, and like, like that's ingenuity. If you can pour champagne into your mouth from your own asshole, I would pay somebody
Again.
about $3.75 to do that in front of me.
would
There was like a street.
$3?
Is there a specific reason why it's
$3.75.
why
yeah.
it's $3.75?
You give
Because-
some-
Why do you stop at the 75?
Because like I can get to Lake Nona on $2 by going on the Lynx bus.
So
That's why.
Do you think that? Feet
That's
of,
why. That is
But are you
30 miles away.
Oh, are you saying that feet of them
That's
are
worth 30 miles
perfectly
to me.
placing their
That's
asshole?
worth 30 miles or a
in it.
Red Bull to me.
I mean,
yes.
okay.
Same thing. It's the same thing to me. If I see that, I'm like, wow, that's like either going 30 miles or drinking a Red Bull. Same thing.
Okay, but
it's all the same thing to me.
I feel like that would have
Tommy
the
is
same
whack.
Can't handle
difficulty though of like when you hold something way up here and you're trying to pour it precisely into
so
a
is she
small.
like doing Kegels to push the wine from her pussy cup?
It was
thing?
in
Well,
a
I would
wine-
imagine that's like an issue of like curving yourself correctly.
Yeah, I don't think it has
Plugs-
anything to
she
do with
said it was a
kegling.
plug in her pussy, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's a pussy plug.
That's not a thing.
It-
No, that
it
is
was
a
like-
butt plug that you put inside of your pussy.
That you
There's
hope
such
she
thing as a
washed.
pussy plug.
Wait, are you
She
telling me there's no
says-
such thing as a pussy plug?
From what I've seen,
All she said was that it was a plug in her
Vinny,
pussy.
you worked at
Premiere.
Oh shit!
Premier Couples Superstore. Takes you where you want to go. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, they used to be Premier Adult Factory.
I did just some
outlet.
gay shit. Man.
No,
That
anytime you
and
go to a sex shop,
costumes.
it's like,
I'm not. Let me not lie.
let's go to Fairville after this.
Fairville look cool, bro.
Oh wait, no, it's already.
It's still
12:30.
open.
I mean,
It's
it's
still
open till 2. shouts out
Don't
Fair
go in there.
Villa.
Don't go in there at that time, bro.
Hopefully they'll give us some money.
Fuck around, end up
Or
in that.
plugs.
We'll just bleep out their names. Like, fuck them. We're not making money off them. Fuck them.
Nah, bro. Fair Villa need to get somebody.
Real talk. I'd rather go to Fair Villa than Premiere. Couple superstars.
I'm not going no place.
Premiere
Trail,
brainwashed
bro.
me as a child,
That's
and
too
I don't
far down.
appreciate that. Like, because I was like an insomniac kid, and like I happened to have a black and white TV until I was 7, and then like a color TV after that. So like I'd watch the antenna TV on at like 11, and you're trying to show me like TV friendly advertisements for dildos. Exactly. The music said it all, and I was like, wait a minute, why is there an adult factory outlet? What does that mean?
That takes you where you want to go.
They make adults there.
When I worked there, I asked where the non-outlet store was. Where is just the factory? Can you take me there?
Did
They
were
never-
they an actual factory outlet, or were they just buying things off of Chinese dildo makers?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh no, not the Chinese dildos. We can fuck around and get poisoned.
That's where most of the dildos come from, actually. Yeah. Look at the bottom of your dildos when you buy them.
Some little Chinese hands painting the veins on your donger.
So,
Yeah, let that sink in.
I'm not sure if any of us need introduction. We've had a long week. We've lost a good friend. A beautiful friend. He's been sending us pictures and soil samples for about 15 years now. His name's Curiosity. And he, y'all remember that DJ Darude from like the late 90s who made that song that was like...
That's a jam, bro. That shit came on 95
That is a jam.
95
However,
Party.
Darude...
Sandstorm?
back when it was Party 95.3.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember
Sandstorm.
that. So Sandstorm took out the Mars Curiosity rover
Fuck.
these past couple of days. Originally...
Was it the Curiosity or Opportunity?
I thought it was Curiosity.
I think it's Opportunity.
Is it Opportunity? Or
That's
are you
why
sure?
its name was Oppie.
Are you sure?
I am almost completely... There's been a murder!
Oh my gosh.
NASA's declared its Opportunity Mars rover dead today.
Well, then I switched
no.
up the rovers. Whatever. They're both robots on Mars.
And it's just up there dead. You're not gonna bring it back.
So he was only supposed to last for 90 days. Back in 2004, he was launched, and they just let him keep going. I guess it didn't really make sense as to why like they planned that, but didn't, adhere to it. Like they didn't just shut him down. They got some good pictures and some good soil samples, and now after 28 miles of travel, which is not a lot. So, which really just makes me wonder how slow this little thing was going. Like, now I realize the solar power that was driving it was really like solar power moving its little wheels, just going like inch by inch.
Just
It's like
slowly.
28 miles over 15 years. Imagine that. That's like from here to like Deltona. Like...
But he was taking pictures. He was taking selfies the whole way.
He was, and he sang himself happy birthday, and as he faded into oblivion, he said, what was it? My battery's getting low. It's getting dark.
Yikes.
And
Big yikes.
rest in peace, Opportunity. Whatever happened to Voyager, though?
What? Nobody don't know.
Nobody talks about
Nobody
Voyager.
talks about
We
that.
sent coordinates to our fucking planet with nudes. We sent nudes.
You sent nudes?
We sent...
For science sake.
Nudes in space?
We sent records, like audio records of babies crying. Like, these aliens are like...
Whose nudes did we send?
confused
Was it just
and
random
horny.
nudes?
Just like textbook nudes. Like,
Okay.
here's the male body and here's the female body. So, like, it's enough nude. Like, what if they're getting off to it? Like, what if there's some, like, alien cyborg is, like, jerking off to human figures?
Do you think
on a
aliens,
disc?
aliens would be interested in you?
Do you think aliens
No.
jerk off?
I don't think they would be interested.
That's a good question. Do aliens jerk off? Would they jerk off?
I
Could they
hope
jerk
so.
off?
I mean, well, I don't know if they even would operate the same way that we do. You know what I mean?
alien.
Like, yeah, like it just.
Because, like, there are certain animals that evolve here that, like, don't get pleasure from sex, but there are other animals that rape other animals for pleasure from sex.
But the thing is we're still all of Earth.
I mean, that doesn't mean much.
No, I mean it does, because like another creature from another planet could they could have a whole nother system of
So you're
being.
saying that masturbation is possibly an Earth-specific trait?
I mean, it could be. I don't know.
I've never
That's
thought
the
of
thing.
That. I've never thought of it like that. Like, we're the only ones in the universe. We might not be alone in the universe, but we're the only ones that jerk off.
Mammals. Mammals.
No, it's
How
not
horrible
mammals.
would that be that we found that out? Like that we are known as some backwater.
Don't
We're not
birds
being
jerk off?
contacted.
Just in the corner, just.
That would make it. No, you're right. That would mean mammals are aggressively backward as fuck, because we're just around there beating meat.
Bro, don't go to that planet. They just jacking it all the damn time. We abducted one, put him in a holding cell, made it think that we didn't know where he moved, and all he did was jack it the whole damn time.
Exactly.
That's why they never contact us.
Think about it, bro. Think about it. Even though we enjoy it, think about how backwoods as fuck that is. You're literally just whacking the fuck out of your meat.
You're just making yourself waste baby fuel. It's like, hey, that could be used for procreation to advance your civilization, you know, like.
And you're putting it all over your socks. What are you doing?
Terrible.
I've never understood the sock thing. I've never jerked off in a sock in my entire life.
Shouts out to Jim.
Why do people keep saying that?
You don't have a childhood.
What does that mean? Why would I jerk off in something that's been on my foot? That's my
No,
question.
use a dirty sock.
What do you mean?
All right,
if it's
all right,
clean,
so when you
it
open
has
your
been
drawer,
on your
you open your
foot.
drawer.
Every sock in my fucking drawer has been on my foot once.
Are you gonna jerk off in a t-shirt?
I don't jerk off in things.
Okay, but
why do you jerk off into things specifically?
Because your parents are gonna get suspicious, and while you have like a roll of toilet paper balled up,
I don't need
or
that.
while you're leaving in the morning.
So then what do you just use your hand?
No, like sheets. When I'd jerk off in my bed.
Gross.
Wash my sheets every 3 days.
So you just
And
live
wash her in the dryer.
for 3 days. You're just living in your spunk pile.
You see what I would do?
Who isn't?
In your.
Who isn't?
What I
So
would
now
do,
does the
A
sock.
lot of people who I guess use their socks or not.
What I would do, I would go to the bathroom, get me a nice little. I'll roll out
Yeah, I
a little bit
got
of toilet
you.
paper, lay it next to me,
A little double wipe.
do
a
my
diarrhea
business,
wipe.
clean myself up, and then flush it down the toilet.
I've done that, but like.
So particular.
He's playing violin. He has a record. He just like puts the needle down. He's playing violin music.
Listen, man.
Spreads his toes out.
Bet he did. Oh my god.
No.
How the fuck did we get from Mars rovers to jerking off on the fucking toilet? Like, this is.
No, you can't jerk off on the toilet.
Okay, so
Wait,
I
you can't?
used to
People
believe,
don't do that?
No, I used to believe the same thing, right?
Oh.
And I had to
Do
change.
so.
I had to change my ways due to circumstance. Dude, that's the only chance I got for a little while.
Let's say that
every
as
so
a privacy need.
Every
okay.
so often, like even when there's nobody else in my room or anything like that, like I get home from a long day of work and I just want to jerk it on the toilet. You know, like I don't even have to be shitting.
Barbaric.
You know?
No,
Like,
you definitely shouldn't be shitting when
Wait,
you're jerking.
Are there times where you are shitting?
not lost shitting, but like directly afterwards. Not.
Did you at least clean up first?
No,
No, you animal!
No, here's why.
You're no better than the dogs.
Here's why. Because like, what if I gotta switch hands, and I don't have time to? There's logic.
You can't
behind
just.
it.
What, are you
And
like
I'm
aggressively
always-
horny? Are you?
Yes.
You can't take the 2 seconds. I couldn't jerk off knowing I got poo butt happening. Like
You forget about it. What happens? You forget.
I've never been
Your
that
butthole
horny.
is covered in
You
poo.
forget that you were taking a shit before you start jacking off.
It's not your business at that point.
Dude, you've been in the bathroom too long.
I have. I really have.
Your legs fall asleep.
Oh man, that happens.
Well,
more
that
often.
happens to me, but you don't
You're
have
not
to be
jilling
there.
off?
You don't. No, I'm not. And you also don't
Waxing
have
the
to
bean.
necessarily be. First of all, I feel like, unfortunately, well, not really unfortunate for anyone, but except my coworkers, I guess, because
What?
Oh no.
I do most of my pooping at work.
Oh,
But-
that's smart.
Okay, yeah,
You get
you're getting paid. Yeah.
Poop on the dime. Poop on the company dime.
Like I never like leave the bathroom like so that it smells or anything, but I feel bad because it's like I'm gone for like 15 minutes at a time, and then my legs fall asleep.
They know. Oh, she's in there doing the brown.
Oh no! They must just sit there and shake their head. They're like, man.
But what's worse is sometimes I just take my phone and I'm just.
That's what I do. But you want to get mad at me.
4chan.
You want to get mad at me? Say I be in the bathroom too long.
On 4chan. No.
That's a crazy thing. If you've had bosses who are like, "Oh yeah, you've been in the bathroom too long. We gotta clock you out for like 5 minutes." Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I was
I'll
shitting.
fight you. Yeah. I will.
Do I gotta call the fucking ACLU?
So one time in 11th grade, this is when I actually started skipping school. I was skipping class on campus, and I was at Lake Howell, and we had a block schedule, and so all the classes were like an hour and a half or
Next
some
to that
crazy
synagogue?
shit. Yeah, and I didn't want to go to class, so I went to the bathroom, and I went into the handicap stall, and I was just gonna sit
That's
in there to
weird.
wait.
There are wheelchair people who need that stuff.
Nope, they didn't, and
Were there no wheelchair
So
people
I
in
guess-
the entire school?
not to my knowledge. I guess there was just like a random check of the bathrooms, and like this administrative lady who had gotten me for dress code before because I was like known as dress code queen apparently. Always fucking, it was stupid.
Skirts too
So
high.
she came
fingers
into
too long.
She came into the bathroom, and I heard her tell some other girls to leave the bathroom. And then she asked me what I was doing in the bathroom, and I said I was using it. And then she was just like, okay, well, hurry up. And then like 5 minutes go by, and I was still just in there because it's like 15 minutes after class
Oh, you're
started.
taking a shit.
No, I wasn't. I just was skipping. And she knew I was skipping, but I said I was using the bathroom.
You should have just been taking it. You should have.
Well, I tried to make it sound like I was taking a shit. So I took the goldfish I had for lunch. And I started like dropping.
So you were making pellets for her. Little goldfish pellets.
She's sitting there with her ear
It's
cupped
like-
to the door like, this girl needs to get some fiber.
Oh, rabbit poops.
She just kept banging on the door, and I was like, I'm coming, I'm sorry.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Oh no.
The administrator just starts banging harder.
Oh no.
You know,
And
you on.
so bad. So eventually I just felt really pressured to go because I was like, I can't keep this up for an hour and a half.
And
Like,
you just pushed it all out.
so I
Dropped
just
the whole bag at once.
flushed the toilet, and then I, washed my hands, and then I came out, and she was like, come with me to the office. You were skipping. I was like, I was using the bathroom. And then it became like this whole thing. My best friend's mom, who like used to advocate for me a lot, had like, my mom couldn't pick me up from school, so she came. And she like gave this lady hell because she was just like, oh, you're trying to tell me that you've never been in the bathroom for a long time and that your stomach's never been upsetting you. And she was
So you had
whole
like,
spiel.
the cool aunt type deal.
Yeah, and little did she know
You were skipping.
I was in fact skipping.
Maybe she did
Betraying
know,
that
and she
I
was-
really
She maybe she was just on your side regardless.
But that doesn't mean that I couldn't have been, shitting for 20 minutes.
You can't time shit.
No, I'm saying, like, as
You
a
cannot.
That was the moral of the story.
As
You
an
can't time
administrator,
shit.
I'm not going in the bathroom. I'm like, bro, look, fuck, if they want to be in that bathroom, I'm not going in there. I'm not going in
My
there.
place.
What if they really are in there shitting? I'm not trying to be in there smelling their shit.
Well, definitely not in
Fuck all
2K19.
that. Fuck
You
all
better
that.
not bother nobody in the bathroom.
Fuck all that.
Oh man.
I'll get you when you come out, some bitch. I'm going in there.
You'll just be waiting by the door.
I'll get you when you come out. I'm waiting down the hallway, peeping around the corner. I got you. Got you.
And you know what's crazy is because I went to a bathroom too that I never even fucking used.
That's how
Like
you fuck up.
I never ever went to that bathroom.
You broke the
ever.
pattern.
You did
That's how you got in trouble. You broke
Ever.
the pattern.
You fucked up.
And I was like, yeah, this will work because
This is
it's
good.
out the way. This is good. Man,
Don't break the pattern.
she didn't believe my goldfish
Alright,
shit.
so I'm breaking the pattern. So I got a disturbing text yesterday. On Valentine's Day, I get a disturbing text from Cash App.
Ooh.
And they
Was it
tell me
about the
that
butthole picture?
my tax information is now available.
Dotbot's got you.
They sent me a 1099. And last year I probably got sent like a good 2,000 or 3,000 over Cash App. Oh shit. The IRS isn't listening, are they?
No, man.
It was.
Well, now they are that you've said them.
Here's my issue: if I gave you, Vinny, $2,000, is there any law that says I should be taxed, or you should be taxed for receiving that? Should I say?
Nope.
There's no law saying that. So, like, if I chose a different median that also charged a fee to
that
send
should be
it,
in its own.
they should pay their taxes. Why am I getting taxed? Or why are you getting? I wouldn't be paying you, but
Because you're using their service, I guess.
No.
Well?
That's not even it. It counts as income. I got the same form from Cash App that I got from my.
Because they figure if you're moving that much money, you're selling something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
wasn't
can't.
selling
What if?
pussy. I was getting paid rent.
You really selling pussy, bro?
Not yet.
I mean, if you selling pussy, bro, you get shut down, bro.
So,
Your bro
you're
snatch.
selling pussy, right?
You on Backpage.
Backpage doesn't exist.
I know it doesn't exist anymore.
So-
they on Snapchat
So
now.
I've seen some. Yeah, they're on Snapchat. Yes, they are. And Pornhub. The porn stars have actually moved to the verified Pornhub model accounts.
That's fucking
so
wild.
they can monetize themselves, cut out the middleman production company, which I think is genius.
How pissed would you be?
If you're like one of these
You're like the big
Slumlord.
production company.
Production companies.
Production company.
And
Hey, like these fucking thoughts, they're fucking going
Well,
amateur, and they're getting all the
well,
money.
they're not even going amateur. That's the thing. They make
It's
all the
fake
connects.
amateur. Yeah.
They make all the connects. No, it's not even fake amateur.
It's fake amateur,
real
bro.
no, it's production quality porn without the producer, without the studio, without like Pierre Woodman or fucking Bang Bros or anything like that. It's just like the porn stars and like two guys they know that like one knows how to work a camera and they both got dicks. And that's really all it takes. And they've already been in the industry for like 2 months, so they get to all the ins and outs because they got to, they're trying to make $200,000 a year. They got to do a lot of fucking within those 2 months. So they learn all the trades. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed by that.
Okay.
If you're going to do all that, that's fine. I have not done any of that, yet I am being targeted by the, no, I'm not being targeted by the IRS, but I'm getting extra income reports that I did not expect.
They know.
They shouldn't have known.
They know.
The whole pretense was that they would not know. My whole thing is, if you give somebody money, you should not get, or I'm sorry, if you receive money from somebody, you should not get taxed on that.
This is what you do.
Like, as an individual. Like, if I gave you, like, let's say I gave you $20, just because I wanted, like, a panhandler. I give a panhandler $20. Why should he have to report that to the IRS?
This is what you got. No, I agree with you. Like, I'm not advocate of like just paying a whole. I get you pay some taxes, but some shit I don't feel you should pay taxes on. Like, all honesty, this is what you do, bro. You get the money, right?
Chase the money.
You get it. You get a 2-day shipping from UPS. Put the money into the envelope. Ship it to somebody.
It's about to get
Nobody
weird.
will ever know. Nobody will ever know if you think about it. Who would know if you ship the money through UPS?
Ship the money.
Think about it. Who would know? Think about
UPS would
that.
know, and
Would they know?
The IRS can
Would they
get
know
a
there's
postal
money in
inspector
UPS?
to go through your mail. They wouldn't, but they could.
But I'm saying, think about it. Do you think they would know that there's money inside the envelope?
damn it.
I was trying that. These vapes are killing people. We have a 60% nicotine addiction amongst high schoolers.
That's not really new though. High school's always smoking.
No, we dropped.
Did it drop?
I had this discussion the other night. We had all of our parents smoke pretty much. Like our age, all of our parents smoke. So it became like the taboo not to smoke, kind of.
It's because of the
like,
Flintstone ads.
It was not the Flintstone ads, but they attribute it to it. They're like, oh, we put out these Flintstone ads, and the bitch deflating on weed, and like fucking advertising Camel Blueberry, even though that didn't exist, and the Truth commercials are paid for by the same company that makes Camel and Cool, and the only cigarettes mentioned in their advertisements against cigarettes are ones I've never seen from Camel and Cool.
Mystic Blueberry.
Yeah, exactly. So
Cherry Rush.
we got the CDC came out saying that like all the work that we've done since 1992 with the tobacco has been undone with the Juuls. Because Juuls are, honestly, like, I've seen people who...
Oh, Juul pods.
Yeah, the Juuls.
You know, I don't know how I feel about Juul pods. Aren't they just really just vapes?
Well, here's my thing. I'm still against vapes in a lot of ways.
Vape is fun.
And it's the same point that I'm against vapes is the same reason that I'm, like, against vapes. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same reason I'm...
You don't like accessibility?
You don't like looking like a dragon? A cool, kick-ass
Big
dragon?
clouds? You like mods?
It's like a Lego kit
Thousands
you
of
can
flavors.
smoke from.
You got cherry, you got blueberry,
Isn't
you
that
got
advertising?
mocha.
Okay, so, like, when the vaping thing first came big,
Yes.
people were like, oh, it's going to save you from lung disease. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're still huffing things into your lungs that
now
aren't
you're just
supposed
putting
to be
glycerin in there.
Yeah, I don't know who or why anyone actually...
Because it was instead of you smoking the fucking
cigarettes,
paper and the
the
actual
paper
fucking
and the
tobacco and shit, you were just
free
getting
radicals.
straight.
But it's still, there's extra shit in it still. And yes, it's technically safer in that way. So they shift. It didn't used to be the whole thing didn't used to be with cigarettes, the nicotine addiction. It was the lung disease. But now with the Juul pods, it's the nicotine addiction itself, which I have said since people were like, oh yeah, stop smoking, start vaping. I'm like, you're still addicted to nicotine. You may as well be a man and smoke a cigarette.
It's concentrated.
Smoke a cigar.
It's concentrated nicotine. If anything, it's probably worse.
Well, then because it's got a like fruity flavor, you sit
and that's another thing, and that attracts the kids.
Well, that and you, but like
so, I guess now we have, I think it's 53% of high school kids smoke Juuls, and about 3 years ago, before Juuls existed, it was 32% of kids smoked or used nicotine products. So it's jumped in 20% since.
Well, it's easier to lie to your parents and be like, no, this has no nicotine.
It's like $45 for a starter kit for Juuls. So like, how do these kids get this money? Their parents give them the money.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give your kids $45 ever.
I got to buy some school supplies.
$45 from your.
I will buy your school supplies.
They need some school supplies.
I'll buy it.
Binders.
I'll buy those.
And dividers. That's
I'll buy them.
I'll buy them.
I'll go to the store.
AJ will drive to your house and buy your child.
I'll drive
all of their.
Yeah,
I will buy them.
I'm still trying to drive Don Juice tomorrow, but it's going to be too late. Like, I wanted to make that $20. I don't want Craig from Uber to make that $20. It's
better
not
get
his
in.
$20. It's mine. I might have to
just drop him off early.
No, I'm working early. It's sad.
Drop him off late. He can skip
no,
work.
He's got to work at 8.
No,
yeah,
he can
could
call
skip
out.
Work.
He needs
That's
to call
what I
out.
would do. You know me.
Yeah, he needs to call out.
All right.
Some things are more important.
We are 35 minutes in and still haven't moved to the second topic. So
that's progress.
Lion. This mountain lion. This dude fought off a mountain lion in Colorado. He was hiking and he saw a mountain lion on the trail. And he tried to do the old like the flail and
that's scary.
Yeah, he tried to fucking spook it away.
Didn't work.
Make yourself
did
seem
not
bigger.
Work at all. So
that cat was like, "You about to get fucked up, boy."
When this mountain lion pounced on him, he thought about his cat that he just got like a couple months ago, and he realized that when you flip them on their backs, they just kind of like they kind of like move their limbs. And they don't
How
know
do you
what to
flip
do.
on his back?
Well,
those things are big.
That is a
they're about the
fantastic
same size
question.
as you.
How
I could
did
flip
that
you
happen?
on your back?
A mountain lions are fucking huge, bro.
They're about the size of Javaris.
But still, bro,
They're
imagine a
literally
cat
about
that big.
No, I fought Javaris. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but
Like,
you saw how that ended. Imagine how big.
No, I'm saying like this guy and he's smaller than me.
Yeah.
The guy who beat this mountain lion to death with his bare hands. So I guess he realized that your legs as a cat just kind of like flail around when you're on your back. So he pinned the back legs so he didn't get ripped apart by its claws. Because the back legs will like kick you.
Yeah,
Like I've gotten fucked up by my cats before.
How do you pin the back legs?
With his knee.
Oh.
And he's like he looks like one of those survivalist guys that you also wouldn't be surprised if you found out he was smoking meth. He doesn't look like an avid meth smoker, but it's like, oh yeah, I could see that. All right, like yeah, he's clean, but I could see him getting down. But, he fought this fucking thing off with his bare hands and
suffocated it like a man. I hope he looked it in
He
his
should have
eyes.
eaten it. Is the thing like?
Do you really want to eat cat?
Yeah.
That type of cat.
Yeah.
I mean,
not old cat. Like, I mean, it's a. I mean, which would you rather have? You know, like a young meat, a piece of meat, or like an old piece of meat. You know.
in reference to the cat,
Any meat.
any meat.
Any meat that you're eating. Why would you want a old meat?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You gotta get that young meat, that fresh meat. You know, like no stress, no acid.
The fact that this man beat this fucking mountain lion to death with his
He
hand.
strangled the motherfucker. Like
just imagine like just choking out a fucking giant cat.
he had to have had some sort of like repressed aggression. Like that's.
Oh yeah,
That was-
yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Like where
That saved some hooker that night.
That was adrenaline, bro. He's like, oh shit, I'm about to die.
he thought he was going to die.
Some hooker is safe because he got to strangle that cat first.
He's like, fuck.
He's 5'10" inches and 155 pounds.
He
He's
came like four
that
times.
nigga killed the pussy, bro.
Yeah, he literally killed the pussy.
Wow.
He killed the pussy with his hand.
Wow. Yeah.
He's a 40-pound lion. If I strangled a lion, I would have worn it out of that gully.
Yeah, I would have felt so proud. I would.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Like imagine
that lion would
that's
go
a good
everywhere
thing.
with
Imagine
me.
him like after he killed that lion. You know, like that mountain lion. Like he's like, oh wow, this thing just attacked me out in its land. I don't have any weapons on me. It's stronger than me. Like naturally, like it should be, and I won.
You know he went back the next day. Like that weekend, he's back out there. Yeah,
He's
just
out
like
there, balls ass naked. Like, yep, this is my land now. I've been pissing.
he's like peeing everywhere.
Oh man. So
It just pissed
What would you?
everywhere.
Is there any animal you would like willingly go to fight with? You know, anything you'd be like, yeah, you and me right now, we're throwing down.
I wouldn't even want to fight a bobcat.
Nah,
as far as
bobcats
cats
scratch
go?
the
Yeah,
fuck you
no.
up, bro.
Yeah.
I might punch a coyote in the mouth.
I've never been afraid of dogs, and I've never
Well, no,
understood.
I would not fuck with a wolf.
I'll kill you, bro.
One just comes out.
And a coyote's just a
I think one-on-one.
slight, like, lower par than a wolf. No,
One-on-one.
I don't think one-on-one.
I'd punch one. Just you
gotta get a good punch on it. There's the,
even if it
have
locks
seen
onto you,
dogs
you
run?
can still
Have you
like.
seen your evolved dog?
Yeah,
evolved,
they're fast.
quote, Evolved dogs.
They're fast.
run.
They tear up the yard, but I'm just thinking like one good like chop to the neck, or just
I think no, it'd be a punch to the neck. You
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
punch the fucking thing in the neck,
Yeah.
and you
And then
gotta get a
go
good
for the
spin. And
eyes.
you know you could get because they'll do that circle thing that dogs do. It's like I'm gonna get you.
go and sneak up behind you now.
I'm gonna get you. Pay attention.
Oh,
Pay attention.
man. So here's the real question: how much would you sell an asshole picture for? Everybody here, I need a price. I'll give my price. Let me give you guys a bottom line to work off of. A picture of my asshole.
$1,000.
Shaved or unshaved?
That wasn't part of the question. I don't shave my asshole.
Okay, so unshaved.
So we'll go unshaved. My unshaved asshole, my price would probably be about $574.
What is your asshole like laden in gold? I was thinking like $35.
I drank a gallon of water for $50. What do you mean?
Go on.
Damn. I mean, I guess if I...
You gotta think better.
Oh,
of your
realistically.
asshole, man.
Realistically, if someone's out there pining to see my asshole, it's probably like $35.
I mean, if I'm in hard times,
I'm not
yeah,
doing
also-
anything.
Hey, also
I'm not
you're lowballing your asshole.
Don't lowball your own asshole, man. You know, like take pride in your own asshole.
I don't.
What would be your top dollar price? Let's put it like that. Let's word it like that. Like, what would be the most that you would want to get out of a picture of your ass? Not your desperate times.
Realistically, probably like 150.
I'm
I'd
not
be
saying
like,
realistically. I'm saying
yeah, like 150. I'm not like
you don't.
You
have,
got no
I'm not
asshole
saying, I'm not
hubris.
saying take glory in your asshole. Think it's the best thing in the world. I'm saying like realistically.
If I'm just taking like with my phone
150?
a quick Snapchat picture of my ass, like now if I got to get like lights involved,
What if you have
and,
to? What if like,
angles,
you
a
have to-
mirror.
they send a photographer. Like they pay for the photographer.
Oh, now we're getting
there.
we're getting
So
to
how
not
much
just
is
me
it?
grunting. and
It's
spreading
a
the
photo on a device that they own.
That the photographer owns. and
Someone
they
else is
transfer
having
this
to see
picture.
my
There's
ass.
a third party now, and
I gotta wash.
They're right in there, and they
How
got
did-
every little crinkle.
Whew. At that point, because now there's like some self care involved. Like I gotta extra shine the
No,
Shut the door.
it's as is.
So it's just
As
dirty,
is ass.
dirty,
That's a
dirty
part of the
work
deal.
butthole.
No.
I mean, you could shower,
but man. Whoa. Dirty work.
Well, okay.
Some people will pay.
I was
more
gonna
for
say.
that,
I was gonna say. I would think if somebody wants to see my hairy asshole, I'm thinking like.
Well, what? Okay, so like, which would you charge more for, your shaved asshole or your hairy asshole? That sounds like an easy
shaved
choice,
asshole for sure, because now I got to put extra work into it, and that uncomfortability afterwards. Like I've shaved my balls once.
Shaved asshole, like shaved, yeah.
Yeah, I've shaved my balls once, and that was horrifying.
That's fair, but like, let's say a guy like particularly wanted you hairy. Would you up price? Like, let's say a guy hit me up and he's like, "Hey, let me get some pictures of your
just
hairiness."
because
and I was like, "Well, I'm not quite the guy, but I know a guy." And I call Vinny up and I'm like, "Hey, man, I got this guy that wants hair pics. You down? How much would you charge the man?" Like, you wouldn't have to send. I just send you his number. I'd be like, "Hey, just give me a 2% finder's fee."
I'm glad our friendship has reached the level where you can just be like, "No, I got a butthole guy."
Yikes!
It's my butthole buddy.
Wow.
No, I think
beautiful friendship.
All right, so if you're sending a photographer, and it's not necessarily shaved up and cleaned up, but it's
no, they don't want it shaved up or cleaned up is the thing specifically.
So it's just dirty straight out of work.
Yeah, they want it. They want to be able to smell it through the picture.
They want funky fresh. All right,
you
if it's gonna be
more or less, like that's the thing. Like I feel
more
like I would
because
have to
that's my
charge
dignity
more
going out.
The grosser it is,
yeah, that's
like I would really like if I like wash it, because if I'm gonna send a picture of my like sensitivities like that, like it's like I feel I want to be proud about it.
I want to be proud, and I want to make sure that like
dollar.
Well, because there's a chance that butthole could get leaked at that point.
Right,
you have
right.
leaky butthole.
So if it's dirty and leaky, what if they ask for it leaky? That's even worse.
It could get leaked. That butthole could be get leaked.
No, it's
on the internet now.
No, I understood what you meant, but I'm just saying like.
What if they ask?
What if they just particularly cared for it?
Yeah, no. Now if they're wanting it gross, they need to pay extra because now you're just.
So the guy who we believe, hurt Zane, he used to pimp, right?
Oh.
Like when he got out of prison, like I went over to his house and he had this girl. He was pimping her, and he was on like Plenty of Fish talking to the guy. I hope we didn't just lose this whole thing.
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It just didn't want to. I think your touchpad's off, but
Fucking Windows updates.
do we have
Trash.
anything else? We're selling asshole out here. We are.
I mean,
a lot of people are paying
top dollar for bullshit.
top dollar for nudes.
For bullshit. Regardless,
bullshit.
and I say that I don't
For the
care.
illusion.
No, I don't care if it is the finest bitch in the world. I have never paid.
what time?
You don't pay somebody to expose themselves as someone who respects themselves. You can get somebody to expose themselves easily.
Alone.
You guys have a job, you're doing your job. But the guys that go there are being exploited, and you guys are being exploited as well. You're all being exploited for some bullshit.
I love strip clubs.
Most strippers are not attractive. Let's just put it out there. So it's all a lie. The whole thing is a lie. It's fake boners and fake titties all the way around.
Them chicks at the Crazy Horse be making big.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you know what the Crazy Horse is?
I'm gonna take you to a strip club, and I'm gonna watch you just. I'm gonna hand you like some money and watch you just lose your shit. You're gonna love it.
I'm just gonna throw money. What if I pull these strippers out and I'm like, hey, I'll give you $5 to just
go home.
Yeah, just I have a stack. Like you give me a stack of $1 bills. It's like 300 $1 bills, right? And I just give it to like the first woman. I'm like, just
she's wearing a dress still. Everything.
Like go home. Like no, I get what you're saying. Like it's weird, bro. Because it's like I felt the same way. Like I don't want to.
I'm not paying for pussy.
I feel like I'm wasting my money.
Well, it's not only a waste of money. It's a double thing. It's you're wasting your money, and you feel like they are losing value as people, period. Because it goes for the same thing for men. Like when I see a man shaking his dick around, I lose respect for him. When I see a woman shaking her assets around, not just for fun but for money, it makes me lose a level of respect. Not saying they're not making more than they can be making a lot more money than me.
Once you get paid for
very
it,
successful.
It gets awkward.
It gets very awkward. It's a strange combination of sex, employment, and entertainment that is just. It's not. comfortable for most people, you know, like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I don't care, you know, like, you can go tip strippers, be a stripper, fucking fuck strippers. I don't care what you do, whether you're a stripper or not, you know, like, you can do whatever you want.
It's like, it's wild, because I'm like, literally thinking it's like, especially these niggas, because these niggas is the reason this is a thing, because they literally paying these hoes. It's like, bruh. It's like,
that's the new thing.
It's like you said,
I feel like it's
all these
white
chicks
boys
out here.
2024.
All these chicks out here, bruh. Like, there's plenty of chicks that will gladly send you nudes without
for the
paying
free.
them. And you paying these chicks. For the
Why do
nudes?
you need nudes? I haven't gotten sent a nude in
I get that, but
the
I'm
only
saying
reasoning for having nudes is blackmail at this point.
But at this
You
point,
can jerk off to anything.
At this point, is it even fucking blackmail when you're selling the shit? When you got so many people selling the shit?
That's the thing. Like, that's. But at the same time, if you tell me, like, I've already sent this to people, that makes me respect the fact that, oh, you just prevented blackmail. Like, you make me feel unspecial. You just changed the game on me. Now I gotta flip it back around on you.
Now I gotta figure out a way to get you.
Motherfucker.
It's just, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, just the whole idea of paying somebody to see them naked.
Their genitals.
It's just fucking
to
dumb.
see
It's
their
dumb.
body that they live with every single second of their life.
It's dumb. And then it's not like, I mean, not like it's
Well,
making
hold on, can I say something?
I've never seen a body that is exceptionally special at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Ever. And, like, I can appreciate good-looking bodies. But they're all human bodies.
At a
They're
certain
human
point, it all
forms.
starts looking the same.
Not exactly, but pretty much.
Yeah, it's
Like
like, yeah.
very generally, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, I think that what I personally find interesting is that a lot of people who, I guess, like, engage in this, like, oh, I'm going to sell my nudes or I'm going to do
Sell
this
some
or whatever. It's like, it's gotten to a point where everyone's just convincing themselves that it's from a stance of empowerment or
I'm a sex worker.
like, you know, I'm on the upper hand for doing this, you know what I mean? But it's weird to me
I think that's part of the
because I
brainwashing.
think, yeah, and it's like, well, while I do believe that there are certain people out there, I think it's a very small amount of people who genuinely do just give zero flying fucks. Like, they just, you know, they're going to do whatever and they don't really care about the consequences. I feel like a lot of these people are looking for validation in one way or another, and they're masking it as empowerment because, like, oh, I got this guy to send me $60 and I just sent him a picture of my boobs.
When
Okay,
it's
but
degrading to both of you.
yeah, like, you both,
Because you
Have
flip
lost.
Because
Everybody lost
exactly.
here.
In that situation, because they be flipping
you
around.
sent someone your boobs
Both of you
just
might
because
have-
they paid you.
Got
Like,
a gain that you think, like, in your mind you got a gain, but literally you both lost something.
Yeah, because it's like it's a zero-sum game. It's like, yeah, you
Exactly.
got paid, but I'm pretty sure if he's willing to pay you, he has
He's
money
willing,
to
first of all,
waste.
and
on
he's
that
got
shit.
the money to waste, and he's
And-
willing to pay anybody.
yeah, and you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're 100% not the only
You
one.
are
You're
a
not
commodity.
special.
That makes you a commodity, in which I disagree with people making themselves products. And I think when you make yourself a product, I get the right to disrespect you as a product, especially if I pay for you.
Real quick. People as products. So then what about people who are like in the entertainment industry?
Product.
Completely. That's why they are like that. That's why Miley Cyrus grew her hair back.
That's also why you can't do certain shit, because you're literally owned by
Everybody. Anybody you sign a contract
you're
with,
owned
and
by
anybody
them. You
they're
can't do
friends with.
certain shit. Yeah, you do. Like, there's motherfuckers who cannot cut their hair. Like, back in
And
the
then
day,
there's
my mom
Katy
used,
Perry who had to cut her hair.
my mom used to work for Universal back in the day when all that was popping.
Oh, that was Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Nickelodeon. Yeah. Kel cut his hair, and they had a fucking fit. Cause they were like, "What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You can't just cut your hair."
Damn it.
Like, you're literally owned. You sign that contract, you don't own your shit no more. You're gonna do what they tell
That's
you
true.
to do. So it's like, the moment you hand somebody, you take money from somebody, you're accepting what they
That's
tell
not
you.
what it is. What it is
You're-
these people who have the power to make these contracts.
Yeah, but I'm saying, once you sign that shit,
People, they were misleading people into signing something that would guarantee them, yes, like fame and fortune and all that shit. But it was the whole sell your soul to the devil thing. It's like, well, yeah,
You're mine now.
Yeah, you're mine now. Like
Yeah.
we can make you do whatever we want, and that's why Dave Chappelle went to Africa.
He did.
They wanted to put him in a dress. He said, "Nah." Oprah was like, "You refused $20 million?"
Yes.
Yeah, and she like couldn't comprehend the fact that he said no to money. Like that's where we live at. You can't comprehend. Like it's hard for me to comprehend saying no. Like I would put on a dress for $20 million. You know, like real shit. $20 million. You kidding me?
I mean, at least you admit it, bro. At least you admit it.
Put on a dress for $20 million? Yes, I would.
But if it's something that really just didn't sit right, didn't sit right with
honestly,
you.
Like if they were like being like, if I was like, no, I don't want to do that.
What if they said
like,
kick a baby?
Which baby do I kill?
No, I didn't say kill. I said,
what baby did stomp out real quick?
I just said, what if they said kick a baby?
Kick a baby. I thought you said pick a baby. Like I have 2 babies, one of them has to die.
Cut this baby in half.
Pick one.
I mean, like depends on the baby.
For $50 million.
Depends on the baby. It actually
you're not gonna
depends
know.
on the baby.
You're not gonna know what
it's
baby
a randomized
it is.
baby. $50 million.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got.
How
I got
hard do I gotta
sneakers.
kick this
You
baby?
gotta kick that.
Yeah, kick it.
You gotta kick it in the you gotta.
Oh, I got baby kicking
It's
sneakers
gotta be somebody.
for that
It's gotta
event.
It's a football.
We gotta convince like some particular person to give their baby up for the punt.
Huh?
We gotta get
No.
a particular person. No, well then no.
You won't know whose baby it is from what
If it's a
circumstance.
random baby, then no. If I get to choose the baby, then yes.
I'm in.
For $50 million.
Yeah, $50 million. I choose a
If
baby.
I could
If
choose
you
the
just
baby, I'll kick.
Yeah, you're not gonna give me some random ass baby and expect me to kick it. Like I gotta know, like, oh, this is
baby
like
is this?
Bin Laden's grandson. Like, oh yeah, fuck this kid.
Deranged
can't-
billionaire who's listening to the show. I will kick a random baby for $50 mil. You bring the
No,
baby.
wait, 50. Wasn't it 50,000? You're
no,
upping
no.
it by 1,000 times.
No, it was Mill.
Oh,
Yeah, that changed
yeah,
game,
I'll
didn't
kick
it?
a baby. Yeah.
Whoa, no!
I wouldn't kick a baby.
I wouldn't
in
kick
my
a baby.
family.
I would, but you don't know if it's going to be in your family.
Then
If it was
What
part
do
of
you
my
mean?
family, I'm doing it.
I
in
know
my
I know my family. I see them when they're born.
You won't know until after they reveal.
Well,
you have
then
to
I lose
accept
the money.
it.
They black
What
bag the
happens if
baby.
You don't do it after you see the baby.
Then they kick you.
It's fine. Like it seems like a simple trade. Like it's either I get kicked or I kick a baby for $50 million.
You kick the baby, or they're putting fingers in your ass.
Or they
How
they
many?
kick you in the jaw.
There's like 5 dudes.
Oh,
And they got the biggest damn hands.
it's like fucking
All knuckles.
like that girl Gina from back in the day.
Little sausage fingers.
Oh man.
But no, man.
So just so everybody knows, these sausage fingers have gotten us into a state of emergency. We've got so many Hondurans flooding the border that we have called a state of emergency. Trump has made it clear that the country is not safe. And even though there's 31 other states of emergencies going on right now, he has full constitutional power to do whatever he wants.
He's like, check this out.
He's like, hey,
What's else?
even though I've already had all these other states of emergencies, this one about the border wall means I can do whatever I want. And watch me. And he just does some dances and
Dance.
Nothing's gonna come up with it.
we find out that comethazine has been Donald Trump this whole time.
Like hey, bro.
Dance.
The wildest part is I feel like the Democrats thought he was fucking around. Like he was dead ass. He's like, bro, watch this. Y'all gonna either do it or y'all not. And
This
I'm
one,
gonna do
as
it.
soon as he said it, I was like,
Yeah.
so they're gonna not, and then he's gonna declare a state of emergency, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, you see Trump, he's trying to use absolute power. When
I mean,
he already
he
said what's going to
literally-
happen.
He literally gave you a
man was
whole
35 days ago.
He gave you a whole fucking month to come up with some shit.
More than a month. He
And
said
you-
in
yeah.
35 days.
Yeah. Gave you a whole.
It was in the whole statement. I read the statement. I was like, this motherfucker's going to claim a state of emergency.
He gave you-
There's,
Exactly.
Nothing's
He
gonna
gave
happen.
you
The deal.
He gave you over a
well,
month.
that's exactly
That's
what that
literally what it
is.
was.
That literally is
Yeah.
the art of the deal. It's
Art of the
I'm
deal.
getting what I want, and I'm going to
Step in
stonewall
line
you
with it,
until I
or-
get what I want.
Could not-
That's what he did with the U.S. government or the banks. Actually, that he was too big to fail. He bought property that was worth more than his own loans, so that if they were to take away, like they wouldn't have made any profit off of trying to collect his loans. Was the issue. That's the art of the deal. You know, you gotta lose enough money to where they can't take anything from you, and you only gain. And now he's the president. His son-in-law is incredibly.
He very robotic faced. He's like a robot sometimes. He be looking like Michael Fassbender from fucking Prometheus.
Yikes! Don't say that.
But like he told, like, bruh, the nigga literally let the Democrats hang themselves.
Told everybody what he was gonna do.
He literally let the Democrats fuck themselves up. Cause like, all right, I'm gonna let y'all motherfuckers said I wasn't working with y'all.
And then he said, let's work together.
Yeah.
Let's find something that'll work.
Give you
And
a
before he
whole thing.
made the proposal, it was denied.
Like,
It was a modest proposal.
Gotcha.
That was the trick. That's what he knew, that she was going to auto reply to the tweet without even reading the proposal. So he sent the fucking proposal tweet 15 minutes after she sent out the tweet responding to it. It's genius.
Slick.
That's crazy. This is crazy. First of all, here's my biggest issue. Why are these 70-plus-year-old people able to use Twitter so well and I can't?
He can use Twitter now.
So did Pelosi, or at
He
least
had
her
people
team.
he paid
How you know
to
Pelosi?
learn it for him.
She's able to hire people.
See, she's hired.
That's fine.
That's just Trump yelling on his.
Not always.
Not always. But you can tell it's him. You can tell it's him.
But it's still like, regardless,
I mean,
whether
think about
there's a person or not.
This nigga been talking slick shit on Twitter since the jump, though, bro. So, like, it's nothing new, bro.
Since Twitter came out,
I'm saying he been talking slick shit since the beginning, so it's like he wasn't gonna change up. It was like he literally was like, "Hey, call my bluff real quick and see what happens."
And
everybody
everybody kind of called their bluff, but nothing's really happened since he said to call my bluff. You know, like he's like, "Yeah, in 35 days, I'm gonna shut down the government if we don't." Run a budget. Nobody's ran a budget, and he's like, "Hey, it's been 35 days."
Told you, bro.
And everybody's like, "He's called declaring a state of emergency." It's fucking Hitler.
Like, he literally told you come up with something.
Look,
he gave you a whole month plus. And
it's more than most landlords can give you.
Like, bruh, what the fuck were you? You literally, and it looks even worse on Democrats because it's like, once again, you got multiple videos of Clinton and Obama saying we need to secure the fucking border.
Everybody wants it. It's the same thing.
So it's like, now you're really making yourself
and that's the great, because the border wall, the original border wall thing, I remember it when I was like a middle schooler, like the Bush years.
Yeah.
And that was his thing, and that's what it got associated with. But everybody forgets that Bush wanted the wall completely. Everybody wants to the Republicans want to bring up the Clinton and Obama.
Yeah.
And the Democrats just don't want to think anybody ever wanted a wall. It's like, yeah, this has been a discussion for at least 30 years. Like, we got to keep the Mexicans out. South Park's made the... Fucking Mr. Garrison said for every Christmas episode for at least 5 years since the inception of South Park, that fifth year was Mr. Garrison every Christmas would be like, "Can we get rid of all the Mexicans?"
Yeah.
And they would always tell him no. It's the same thing that's happening now. It's every year we have the same discussion. We can't get rid of all the Mexicans.
No, that's not going to happen. He's not
I don't think that's
we all know it. Can we
feasible.
say Nancy Pelosi literally fucked the Democrats over when she said that stupid shit in that tweet
Why?
about the guns?
Was it?
It's like she said the worst possible fucking thing.
Was
when
it
she
Nancy
said
Pelosi?
That. It's Pelosi.
The same Speaker of the House for like 10 years a while ago. Why does she have the same position 15 years? When I was a child, she was Speaker of the House.
Damn. She old.
Like I that's how I know who Nancy Pelosi is.
I remember.
That's not
my
fair.
10th grade.
Why are
English
the same people in power our entire fucking
It's always that way. People don't
adulthood.
vote. People don't vote them out, bro. But it's like
But they do. And
they do, but they don't.
leave.
People don't, bro. Like, they stay around. You get in there, you're not leaving. It's like they got tenders. Not tender.
It's like, oh yeah,
tenure or some shit.
The rich people, they'll do it because I give them a break.
But it's like, she said the dumbest shit possible. She's like, don't be surprised if a Democrat declares a national emergency for gun violence. I'm like, you literally just threatened everybody about their guns. You said the worst possible thing possible.
Oh shit, next.
Like, you're not, Democrats aren't going to win for another 4
Democrats
8
like
years,
guns
bro.
too.
Like, you said the worst possible thing.
About 2/3 of America loves guns.
Like, why would you say that? Oh, don't be surprised if a Democrat tries
Didn't they try it? Aren't they like
They're
really
gonna
talking about trying.
Yeah,
it?
it's like, bro, you said the worst thing possible.
We haven't had a mass shooting in a long time for America.
It was
It's
the
been
mass
like
shooting,
3
but I
months.
think there was like a shooting today. And
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I heard about a shooting.
a manufacturing plant. I think like 5 people got shot.
Oh, in Philly.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
Oh,
America.
shit.
Though.
Yeah, well,
this is
you
America.
know, well, it's been a good 20 days or so.
Something's
When
always
the
wrong.
government
Restart
was
the board.
shut down, we had
Start
no.
over.
When the government was shut down, we had no mass shootings
Or birds.
or birds
or birds.
or birds.
I
And
think I saw birds.
no, there were no
No.
birds.
There were a couple that were like auto paid,
They
like
were-
little drones.
They were on scripts.
Yeah,
I think I saw some birds.
So, have you guys seen that conspiracy theory that Chuck E. Cheese is Frankensteining pizza?
Frank,
Like,
just to stick a
You
pizza
know,
together.
remember
Take
when
back
you were a
all
kid,
the-
like your parents would like go to Chuck E. Cheese, like bring you to Chuck E. Cheese, and they were drinking beer.
Yeah.
You didn't think of anything of it, but as an adult, you're like, oh shit, Chuck E. Cheese serves beer. My parents were getting shit faced.
I never thought about
And then
that.
there's leftover pizza, right?
Yeah, they just stick the pizza back to get all the crust.
That's the theory.
It could be.
That's the theory. Now, some people who have worked at Chuck E. Cheese have came out and said, no, that doesn't happen. Now, some have said, oh yeah, that's what happens. So
then it just means depends on
They're
which
not
restaurant
franchised.
you go. Yeah.
they're not franchised. So like corporate
Yeah,
does
but-
inspections at most corporate restaurants. So I really don't think that they're doing it, but a couple of YouTube people have gone and been like, you see this pizza? You see how this slice isn't the same size as
What are
this
they
slice?
doing?
Wow.
My question is,
And
what
this
are they doing?
pepperoni is phantom.
My question is, what the fuck are they doing? Okay, you said
They brought kids.
Right? Oh, I'm about to say, bro, it was like there's a random adult just walking.
No, but still, but the fact that they brought kids is still they
That's
brought
really
kids to film.
extra.
Like it might have been actually somebody's kid, but like still, like they brought like imagine you bringing your kid to do a FiendCast at Chuck E. Cheese. You know what I mean? Like it's like come. Go play go play with the rat.
Go play with the skinny rat.
In the ball pit.
Go play that skinny rat with the skinny jeans on.
Oh shit, we are an hour and 5.
Damn, are we?
I have to blow all kinds of shit
Guys.
out of my bladder.
Holy shit! It hasn't been a damn. It's been a good episode.
A lot. There's a lot about to come out of my bladder.
Are you gonna blow some shit out of your bladder?
Not literally.
I'm about to say, I don't think shit's supposed to come out your
literally.
bladder, bro. That's the
But
wrong spot.
At least piss.
I'm gonna keep an eye and see if my
possibly
bendy straws go missing.
calcium.
Watch out for your spoons. It's gonna start
Watch
eating-
out for my urethra. Like,
can
oh
start
my
eating-
god.
eating Fruit Loops out of buttholes.
Oh my god, stop talking about buttholes.
That was actually disturbing to
That
me.
was a
I've
growing
been
point
pretty
for all of
desensitized.
us.
Yeah, it really was.
We all experienced that together and grew up that night.
I think it was a coming of age experience. Does anybody have anything else to say on the note of eating cereal out of assholes?
Someone jerked off to that.
Probably the person who filmed it was like, yeah, this
Like
I could taste those Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops are gross
Ass
to
and
begin
pecan.
with.
just imagine just having Fruit Loops in your butt.
Okay,
This is
good
the
night.
How do you get
Crushing
that out?
them with your own
How do
asshole.
you get that out of there?
Stop.
Well, he ate them with a spoon.
That's
from
how.
a funnel.
You know,
butt
did
opener.
anyone? Because I always drink the milk after I eat my cereal.
Out of
Did
asshole?
anyone? Did anyone drink the milk?
Everybody ate
I always pour mine out.
the milk. Really?
I pour my milk.
I don't
out,
like
bro.
milk.
You're
Yeah.
fucking wasteful.
No, bro, I'm not fucking
They-
eating fucking milk with
The
these fucking
cereals
chunks in it, bro.
flavor no, I get the chunk thing that bothered
Yeah.
me, but the flavor. So what I would do is I would filter the chunks with my upper lip. I do like,
Or you could use the spoon.
Never invited
but
you over
that's-
for breakfast.
that's way too tedious. You're like taking like a fucking spoonful at a time.
No, I'm saying like you could hold it and use the spoon to like hold back any big pieces.
Look, I was 7. I haven't eaten cereal in at least 8 years.
Oh, Mister,
I'm
I'm
not-
too old for cereal. Oh, okay.
No, that's not what it
Okay,
is.
this
I
guy.
just never eat it. I tried buying cereal as an adult and I just didn't eat it.
It's wasteful.
Yeah, it's
Well,
Your
like-
milk always
I
goes
was like-
bad.
However,
I eat
did
cereal.
get a free.
That's why you buy half a gallon.
I got a free bag of crunch berries in a Ziploc bag, and that sounds sketchier than I mean it to. Like my brother-in-law gave it to me. He lives with me, but like he put it in the Ziploc bag, and like it's been like at least 4 months. It's still crisp. I've never had cereal
yeah,
last this long.
That just attests to the wonderful,
Still
Ziplocs.
And I like sifted through for crunch berries, through the Captain Crunch. And there's still crunch berries. It's been 4 months. There's never-ending crunch berries.
But you don't realize your brother just feels
leaving all
bad
the yellow
for you.
pieces?
He just comes
And
and
he's
throws crunch berries.
He's just coming back and adding them for you or replacing them. He's like, that poor boy needs to eat.
He
Here's
needs
some crunch
flavor in
berries.
his life.
Here's some crunch berries.
Oh my god.
Wait, is it oops all berries or is
No,
it? So you're just leaving the yellow ones,
He's your crunch
the
daddy.
yellow pieces?
The corn, the puffed corn squares.
Yeah.
The little barrel shaped.
The knives. The
High
knives.
fructose.
The what?
The yellow pieces are just fucking knives, bro. Those just tear your fucking roof of your mouth up, bro.
Puffed corn cereal fucks your mouth up. Are you kidding me? Like, if it's not grain and it's in cereal, it's gonna fuck your mouth up. If it's a puffed corn, like, gotta have my Pops. No, goddamn, I really hope Pops does not destroy my mouth tonight.
I don't like
This is the worst.
They say blood is the best flavor for milk.
The best time for Pops to come and destroy your mouth. We're leaving.
Take care, brush your hair, wear clean underwear.
Thank you. That was clear and concise.
Man.
We're done.
times.
It's
Good
an hour
times.
10.